Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and it's a Tag Tuesday video that I'm recording on Friday. I kind of kept forgetting about doing this video, and I'm doing some door dashing right now, so I figure why not record in between getting orders, because it's pretty slow so far. So, let's get into it. Well, that didn't work out too well. I tried recording in between door dashes, and it ended up getting really busy, and I did not get to actually record anything else besides that little intro. So here I am again. It is now hours and hours later because I door dashed and then I actually worked at the salon, and now I'm back getting ready to door dash again, but my shift starts in 20 minutes. So let's rock these questions out. Now, first of all, I am tagging Let's Get Fit with Sandy because I love tagging her. I do know that she already did it. Sorry, got a message in the middle of this. She already did this, but I was planning on tagging her. It's just I think she got impatient, and Tracy only tagged me in this one, and I feel really bad for waiting so long for doing it. I'm so sorry, Tracy. But so I'm tagging her, and I'm also tagging Cat on Point because I love watching her do the tags, especially when she does the little Barbie doll and Ken thing. That's hilarious, but she doesn't always do it. But still, check her out. I'll put both of their channels down below, as well as Tracy. And again, sorry Tracy for waiting so long for posting it. I know it's Friday. I'm going to try to get it up tonight. Sorry about that. Anyway, question number 1 is walk around or over a puddle. I shortened these. The actual questions are a little bit longer, but either way, when you see a puddle on the ground, do you normally try to walk around it or step over it? I'm 6'1". I typically can step over most puddles, so that's what I typically do, or try to jump over them, because sometimes, typically if I'm seeing a puddle, it's like next to a curb, and it's like all the way down. I will say, if I am wearing waterproof shoes, I'm going to be jumping in the puddle, because I'm that kid. But yeah, so anyway, over or through would be my answers. The next one, I've been seriously trying to think of it all day. What would be the title of your memoir? I have no idea. I cannot think of anything clever, anything funny even. Story of a lonely guy? I don't know. I don't know what my memoir title would be. So sorry. Number 3, favorite sleep position. This is where I kind of was planning on recording this at home because it's so hard to describe. Basically, I lay on my stomach and one leg is bent out sideways and down. And I'm laying on, like I said, on my stomach. One arm is straight up. One hand is right here, and I rest like that on the pillow. The hand there keeps me from suffocating myself. It's typically how I sleep. I start off going to sleep on my side, and especially because my dog Selena, the black one, she always lays in behind my knees, but I can never actually fall asleep that way. So I start off there, get some cuddle time in with her. If Goldie's in the room with me, she's up by my chest. And then eventually I end up having to turn, which is weird when they both are on either side of me. Number 4, do you hit the snooze button or do you wake up pretty much on time? I forgot exactly how it was worded, but I do both. It depends on the day. Some days that first one goes off and I'm awake. Some days, actually there's a third option. Some days I wake up right before the alarm. Lately, I've been hitting snooze. Well, actually, I don't even hit snooze. I set alarms like every half hour. Like I have the, okay, you kind of should wake up now. I have the, okay, you really need to wake up. I have the, okay, looks like you're not showering, but go ahead and get up. And then I have the, get your butt out the door right now alarms. And typically I never need the last few. Typically I am awake before or after the first one goes off. After the second one goes off is the latest. Number 5, first thing you do in the morning. I go to the bathroom. I have the world's smallest bladder. Like, pretty much that's my life, going to the restroom, especially now that I drink all my water. By the way, drink your water today. But yeah, first thing I do is go to the restroom. And then as far as something interesting, not really interesting, but I turn on my coffee. I pour myself a cup. I do 2 Splendas, well, Splenda knockoff, and sugar-free creamer. And then I go downstairs. I let the dogs out. Usually I have to let Goldie out of my roommate's room And I do that really quietly because he sleeps in, and then go out in the backyard and have my coffee. And usually I do those good morning videos you guys see on my Facebook group or on my Instagram. If you're not on either one of those and you want to be, the links are down below. And come up with some kind of positive, inspiring way to start my day and, hopefully help other people with their day. Judging by what people say in some of the other Facebook groups, it seems like you guys like it, so I do it. And it helps me get in the right mindset. This time of day, it's 6 o'clock right now, or 6:14. This time of day is when it's typically harder for me to stay motivated. But I am doing it. Anyway, moving on. Number 6, the last thing you do at night. Go to the bathroom. But yeah, no, as far as for going to sleep, I typically put on a television show, typically something that doesn't require a lot of thought. So like comedies, I love putting on like The Office or something like that. Or lately I've been watching The Norseman, and it's kind of losing me, so I'll hit play at night. And as I'm falling asleep, I'm dozing in and out, and then I'll wake up just enough to hit pause and turn it off. And yeah, that's what I do. Number 7, would you rather have fur or scales? I would say scales. I would love to say fur. I would love to be able to say fur. But Tracy brought up a good point as far as temperature wise. I'm always hot. Fur, I think, would be hotter. So if this magically changes my temperature where it wouldn't make me hotter, I would love fur. I just think it'd be really cool. If it was like animal fur, not like human hairy body, like that grosses me out, but like body, like pet fur, like dog fur or bear fur or deer. I saw 2 deer today when I was driving around because I was driving into some weird areas. But yeah, so fur I would prefer, but if I have my normal body temperature, scales. Number 8, unusual place you fell asleep. Most of these were more when I was a kid. I could fall asleep anywhere except my own bed. But two, I can't decide which one's weirder. One was when I went with my dad deer hunting, which, I mean, that's boring as all get out. So, of course, I'm going to fall asleep. But what was weird about it was that it was raining, so my dad had, like, this big poncho thing that he was wearing, and I fell asleep underneath that. So, like, basically underneath my dad's poncho. And then the other one that is kind of weird is I fell asleep on the bench at a concert. Six Flags used to do major concerts, and I forgot who it was. It was somebody that I was actually interested in seeing, but went right to sleep right on that bench. All right, number 9. With peanut butter and jelly, which do you put on first, the peanut butter or the jelly? Does anybody put jelly on first? Comment, let me know, because that does not make any logical sense. Jelly is too liquidy. You put on the thicker thing, which is the peanut butter, and then you slab on the jelly. If you put the jelly on first, the peanut butter is just gonna, it's weird. Do you do that? That's like people that put milk in before they put in the cereal. I don't know. All right, last one. Any allergies? You cannot live in St. Louis without developing some kind of allergy. Luckily, I have not developed major ones, or at least not ones from the environment, which is most common in this area. My only allergy would be to morphine. When I got gallstones one year, I found out the hard way that I was allergic to morphine. It got so bad, and I'm one of those people, I waited out. I'm like, I'm paranoid, especially if it's in the stomach area. What if it's gas? I cannot afford this hospital bill for them to tell me I just need to let air out. So I wait forever, and then I end up there, and it was bad enough. Like, I was hunched over, and they gave me morphine in the IV, and I could start seeing my veins changing color, and I started like hyperventilating and having a panic attack and freaking out, and they were like, dude, you're having an allergic reaction. Rushed in. I think they gave me Benadryl, something to help combat that, but knock me out. Like, legit, I was holding my phone and my sister had to catch it because like it was just like falling asleep, and the phone would have fallen to the floor and probably shattered, because this was a few years ago before we had the awesome phones now that we can drop. Because I'm really bad at holding onto my phone. Unless I'm using my love handle. I have a little strap on the back that is called a love handle, and it's elastic, and that makes it so much easier to hold on to, because otherwise I drop it because I'm clumsy. All right, anyway, that is all of the questions. Thank you again, Tracy, for tagging me, and sorry again for waiting so long to do it. It's been a hectic week. The landlord's trying to work on replacing 2 of the walls in my bedroom. I had to rearrange everything in there for him to come, but then, you know, I live in Missouri, and where he lives in Illinois, but up by Chicago. If he comes to Missouri, he has to quarantine for 2 weeks when he gets back, because Missouri doesn't like to follow rules. And so he did not come. But meanwhile, I've been trying to work, trying to do DoorDash, trying to rearrange my entire room. Speaking of DoorDash, that big red thing back there is my pizza bag. I ordered one online thinking it'd be, you know, pizza bag like you see the pizza delivery guys. It can hold like 8 pizzas. I don't know. It's huge. But anyway, so it's been a hectic week. So sorry again, but thank you for tagging me. I will post this up tonight after I'm done door dashing. And again, I'm tagging Let's Keep It With Sandy, even though she already answered these questions. I don't have the brain power to think of tagging somebody else. I mean, I easily could, but as far as people that like to do the tags. So I'm tagging her, and I'm tagging Cat on Point. And comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll talk to you guys later.